supporters, wind power is a clean, green source of energy that is a crucial part of Australia's plan to address climate change. But to critics, wind farms are making farmers sick and forcing them from their land.
They tower 140 metres above some of Australia's best farmland. But these wind turbines have divided the tiny community of Macarthur in Western Victoria.
It is the largest wind farm in the Southern Hemisphere, and at a global level, it would be within the top 10 wind farms globally.
The billion-dollar project is Australia's 61st wind farm, but many in the community wish it had never been built.
No one wants to see or hear about the problems that these things are creating.
They're just in your face. It's awful.
Jan Hetherington lives alone on the farm she shared for 30 years with her late husband, Morris. Her house is 3 kilometres from the nearest turbine, and an even larger wind farm is proposed to her north in coming years.
It's horrible. It really is. It's changed my life.
Jan says that her health began to suffer soon after the turbine started up in September.
There's a vibration. It's almost so you're cooking inside. And if I feel that in my bedroom, then I know I can't sleep there. So I'll go into the spare room and I find that just a little bit better.
Jan now spends a few days a week away from her farm. But just down the road, beef farmer Hamish Officer and his family report no adverse health problems.
We have had neighbours who have got upset and there are a few people that are saying that they've got symptoms. You can Google just about anything, and if you want to find a point of view that suits your argument, you can find information out there that'll support your case.
Unlike many of their neighbours, the officers are making money from the turbines. They have 46 of them on their property, with each worth as much as $10,000 a year.
And just watching that wind blow by and just thinking, God, we can actually turn that into energy. I just love the whole concept of it. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, I don't pretend to be an expert on it, but I just think it's bloody brilliant.
Those who say the wind farms are making them sick blame what's known as infrasound coming from the turbines. Infrasound is a low-frequency noise that can't be heard by the human ear, but anti-wind groups link it to a variety of health problems. A review into wind turbines is being conducted by Australia's National Health and Medical Research Council and is due mid-next year. But for Annie and Gus Gardner, that's not good enough.
Well, I've just found in the last 6 out of the 9 days I haven't had a decent sleep.
You feel as if literally your body's in the microwave.
Like Jan Hetherington, the Gardners blame the wind farm for ruining their health and fear it could force them from their land.
We may have to try and sell the place, but no one will buy it. So we don't really have a lot of options. The option's to walk off with nothing.
But the theory that infrasound can make people sick is controversial.
There's absolutely no evidence whatsoever for adverse health effects on human beings from the operation of turbines.
Adelaide barrister Peter Quinn advises communities opposed to wind farms about their legal options. He expects a flood of lawsuits in the coming years aimed at stopping future wind developments.
Wind farm developers in the main have treated rural people with contempt. The potential for litigation would involve hundreds of plaintiffs claiming potentially millions upon millions of dollars.
But wind developers like AGL stand by the technology.
Here at the Macarthur Wind Farm, we haven't been able to identify any noise or any tonality issues coming from the turbines.
Those assurances are cold comfort to many of Macarthur's residents, who are vowing to continue their fight.
I'm not going to leave my home. It's my farm. And this is where I'm going to stay.
I was just going to say, it'll be interesting to see what comes out of the research. The National Health and Medical Research Council are coming out, because obviously a lot of these claims are without a lot of research, so that'll change this argument a lot.
And it's very hard where some people feel nothing and some people genuinely believe that it's making them sick.
Let us know what you think. You can hop on to any of the sites on your screen now, as well as our new ZBox site. Give us your opinion.
Download ZBox for free, by the way. Why not? It's free. We're going to take a break. Back in a tick.